game 50 against the team he played 27 games for, the Brisbane Lions. We're underway in the final game of round 20, and already they've got an inside 50 mark by Gardner, though. Slips on this carpet, and that's what it is, like carpet. Liberatore held his ground under some pressure against his old teammate. McRae, long, goal squared, lead Norton. Double grab or the free, take your pick. Here's a really good kick. Normally. That was a spear, but he aimed there. Speaking of pickups they've grabbed, scramble towards the goal square. Norton to his own advantage. That was spectacular. And the finisher, Lloyd, can't finish.
I think what the model will tell you.
Smith, Dunkley, Daniel, barrel on the kick, put on his backside and a little slow to get up. McLean back to Smith. Didn't strike it as well as he would have liked, but Norton nearly, and there's that reach again from Andrews. Inside 50 for the Dogs. They desperately need one. Little toe to deck by Richards. It'll scramble and roll. And Rich sees it roll through for a behind. Clock stops, 9 seconds left. One last inside 50 for the Dogs. He keeps it low. That'll do. Martin Norton, top of the square with the seconds about to expire. He was 93% efficient by foot one season. He's normally a good kick, and he's missed 2 in this opening quarter, which is rather bizarre.
Falling down for the Western Bulldogs. This one inside 50, outside just before quarter time. They struggle to hit targets.
Yeah, Brisbane have done a really good job to hold them up, haven't they, and then get numbers back.
Shackey, second grab. I reckon he held it.
Grabbed that.
Umpire said play on in the air. Ray Chamberlain for Josh Shackey back into the lineup this week after concussion. That's a pretty good set shot history. This spot all grounds. That's his spot. And he kicks the Dogs opener.
An extra couple of metres, and Gardner struggled to close the gap. Good block from Dunkley just to keep Gardner out of that contest early.
Big time Bontempelli. Should think his way through this. He's got Hunter on the run in space. He's got Lloyd over the top, all the goals. He pulls it in the end to Smith. Put it out in front of him. Might still work. Kid's classy enough. No.
Geez, a bad kick by Hunter, wasn't it?
By the chest. Bangs it top of the square. Dale knocks it down. Dixon gathers. Gives it up to Richards. Oh, he was like a little dog on lino. He slipped initially, and then he kicks it behind.
Just put him under that extra.
40. Thankful. Lipinski on the run, puts it out in front of Dixon or Dale. Dale! Gardner wrapped him up, he cling wrapped him. He was all over him, and he's gone.
And again, another certain goal goes begging because a player can't hit a target inside forward 50.
Gray's ball to Hunter. And he drives it long. Top of the square. Over the bat, McLean. And they're behind. Bontempelli gets it from McLean, kicks it long. Norton got up, had a shot at goal late, opening term, gave this one to English, and finally they get one, and it's against the grain.
Tap to English, and just they had to impact the scoreboard. They've been peppering the ball in there. It's 10 scoring shots to 13. They're not far out of it, really.
They say in an AFL team, and Mitch Robinson is something to behold. Perfect finish to the quarter for the Lions.
Just to add insult.
Bontempelli, he's just starting to generate some momentum early. Dixon's got it midfield. Back to the Bont, who's got Dale over the back, who's got Hodge inside out.
Really well done. Bont's
Pretty
really
tough
well
one
done.
for Hodgie, isn't it, that one?
Huge kick this. Get some momentum back, and the Dogs are on the hunt early.
Really important for Luke Beveridge's team. There he is, the champ. This is the one, the follow-up and the handball receive.
You don't want to give a player like that that sort of
too
time
much
and
space.
space.
Yeah, too much space.
From the scramble, McCluggage. Bontempelli, top of the square. Norton.
Well done. Just got rid of Harris Andrews, where he's very comfortable behind. He was in front on that as the
Lions have kicked the last 3 goals of this game. Norton slips it through, and there's still some light at the end of the tunnel.
Let Harris Andrews use his length and his ability to get a fist on the ball. Great here by Bontempelli. Little nudge, bang, and gets back on the ball. Great craft.
Aspirations slipping away if they can't steal this one. They've got 3 games left after this to get inside the 8. Long inside, and Richards!
Oh, great body work.
We spoke about Norton's ability to shift his opponent under the ball. That's a great mark.
To pull it back to 37 points again. He slots it. And the door still slightly open.
From the clearances, just gets rid of Alex Witherden on the ball. Class grab, and importantly converted his opportunity. And importantly, Norton was pushing up the field. So whether Norton got used or not.
Little 1-2 with McRae. Squeezed it to the top of the 50. Liberatore cleans it up. The Suckling hands it out. Smith out wide. Johannesson on the run within range, and he blasts it home. 2 in a minute.
But you just can't let him get goal side, because he's going to get involved in the contest, going to get involved in the play, and that's a great handball there from Smith.
Well, they've certainly had to capitalise on. Trying to edge your way inside 50 would be ideal.
Hits the top of the square. Norton got up, got a hand on it. Bontempelli, the everywhere man, but he's missed it.
Oh, my goodness me. That's as bad a miss as... And look, to be fair to him, he probably thought he was under a lot more pressure than what he was.
For the Dogs, big fist gets it down, but to the danger zone. Suckling hits his target, Richards.
Again, there's those kicks, Al, there they are, those little kicks inside 50. I'm sure that's something that Luke Beveridge would have talked about at half-time, because in the first...
Use his man, use the one short.
Normally a pretty accurate kick of goal as well. He looks like he likes it off the boot. It edges in by a coat of paint. They've got 3 in a row, the Dogs.
A little kick, and if we can have a look at his kicking action, it's just beautifully soft, smooth, easy.
It's just about the finishing skills.
Thor is in the house. In fact, what's the collective now for Hemsworths? The whole family looks like they've come to the footy.
Good on them.
Dying minute, Bontempelli. Lace out. Outstanding delivery to Smith.
Need to go short again to Shaki. Oh, yeah, he's missed him.
Well, has he got the leg on him? Oh, what about that?
Yeah.
That was a look-away kick to Shaki.
Well, he did that beautifully.
Harris Andrews had 2 players down there.
Playing against his old team in game 50. The boos of the crowd to make it 4 goals in a row for the Dogs. In he struts. He knows where they are here. And it's game on. 3-goal game at the Gabba. Cut off by Bailey. 15 seconds left. Out towards Liberatore, to Bontempelli. Needs to get down there and pick it up. Gave it up to Lloyd. Seconds tick down. He's got it. No touch on the line. Hodge got there and got a fingernail to it. Siren sounds on a phenomenal term for the Western Bulldogs, who gave it up to Liberatore, who gives to Dale, who bounces to the Bont. Options are plenty. Shaki from a stand start, didn't look. Daniel, McRae, Dixon, who hasn't seen a lot of it and won't see it here, he drops it. English back to McRae, heads toward Norton, used the body. Well, we saw one of those on this ground here a couple of weeks ago that arguably cost North Melbourne victory.
Well, it was the same action that they
Scotty
said.
Thompson.
Scotty Thompson. They said that was the wrong decision, so that's the right decision, isn't it?
And Norton keeps the Dogs alive with 15 minutes left. Half held him and then thumped it away. Neal, kick smothered. Hunter got plenty of boot on it. It's bending, but it's bending too much. Daniel scrambled, gave to Dunkley, to Norton. Too far out this time. Looks to the pocket. Smith, centering kick. Lloyd on the second grab. 32-22 this year. And hits it to the near side. A dozen last year. I hope his be fine for next week as Dale bangs it around the body to the square. Bontempelli knocks it through in the end. Dixon left it behind. McCarthy loops it back, wrong guy. Lipinski, Liberatore, Smith, Bontempelli, fresh, just back on. Miracle worker.
It was the right option, it just wasn't the right execution to hit the target, but had players probably in the corridor as an option. Hunter was out by himself, but he put the radar on the goals, and rightly so. That's such an important goal so late in this game.
Back inside McRae, open space again, puts it in front. Dixon and Hunter are both there. Dixon needs a kind bounce. Hodge can't go at him. Dixon outside of the boot. Rolls it across the face, ball in.
Well corralled.
Generally make the right decision.
Holding the arm free, so out of his mark against his old team won't count. Little poke pass to Suckling, who's within range here from 50. Over the cracks for the Dogs if they kick a goal or two in this last minute and a half. Suckling cranks up on it. He's got plenty on it. And it's through. Some crunch. Christensen has had a great day. Cameron stands over. Fly.
Look at Charlie's laughing.
Yeah, you got to laugh at that. Someone's just taking mark of the day on your head. Oh, he's hurt his ankle there as he's come down as well.
Oh, that's a good
Crozier, sky high. But the Lions are up to second on the AFL ladder right now. And letting the competition know, have you heard about us? 18-point victors in the end over the Dogs.